that was killing coral really rapidly. It's called stony coral tissue loss disease.
And that disease is attacking the largest coral reef in the United States. You can see it here. It stretches more than 300 miles from Martin County all the way to Dry Tortugas National Park.
It is estimated that tens of millions of stony coral colonies have been killed. Tonight, I take you behind the scenes to show you the salt room where the Blank Park Zoo is working to save the Florida coral reef.
So the magic happens behind this door.
Absolutely. Come on in.
Okay. And tell us what we're seeing here.
Yes, so this is our Florida Reef Tract Rescue Project system.
A man-made life support system.
It's a biosecure system, trying to keep things clean because it's all destined to go restore the coral reef.
Inside each of these very large totes, hundreds of gallons of salt water and coral rescued from the Florida coast, bathed in blue light to approximate how the coral experience sunlight underwater.
We've got about 10 different species in here and about 60 coral colonies.
This is very special coral.
These were different because they're coral species that had never been kept in an aquarium or in a facility like this before.
And that created a special challenge for coral biologist Colin Broquet.
So the first step was figuring out how to keep them alive and how to take care of them.
The project demands a steep learning curve.
I've learned like the right pattern of feeding, getting to know these different species of coral.
They have learned a lot since Blank Park Zoo joined the effort in 2019. But the team says there is so much that is still not known.
Part of the process over the last couple years is, how do we identify what normal is?
To help determine what is normal for a species, senior veterinarian Dr. Gall uses the ultrasound to identify anatomical structures of the coral.
So that spot right in the middle is actually the mouth of the coral.
It's non-invasive. He doesn't even have to take the coral out of the water, and he doesn't have to touch the animal to see what's going on inside.
If we have questions about whether something's abnormal, can we also use an ultrasound to evaluate it to identify okay, that is abnormal from what we're used to as normal. But it takes time to go through and evaluate every single coral.
Learning more about the coral may unlock the mystery behind the disease that's killing stony coral in the ocean.
They thought it was a virus at first, but now they're not sure. They're not sure what causes that. So still ongoing research.
And that makes the work at Blank Park Zoo even more critical.
So we're kind of serve as like a coral nursery or like a gene bank to maintain our genetic pool of coral with the goal to spawn those coral and put back the young recruits, the baby coral that we can grow up.
For the team at the Blank Park Zoo, the work is challenging, but it's also rewarding knowing that they are making a difference.
Super important just to restore the coral reefs and respond to this devastating disease that's out in Florida. And hopefully we get to propagate coral and do a ton of cool conservation work here in central Iowa.
Yeah, who would have thought that Florida coral reef, Florida coral could survive here in central Iowa? They do fascinating work. Blank Park Zoo is one of 21 AZA institutions participating in the Florida Reef Tract Rescue Project. And if you'd like to see the conservation work at Blank Park Zoo, you can actually book a behind-the-scenes tour on the zoo's website. So it's really cool. And by the way, the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium in Dubuque is the only other Iowa facility participating in this.